Hello everybody, welcome back to another Blender Made Easy tutorial. Today we're going to be making a Christmas ornament, and I'm going to be showing you a couple of new things in Blender. There's this new tool called the Drawing Curves tool, and I'll be showing you how to use it, and it's going to be pretty cool. Alright, so let's get started. We're not going to need this cube, so delete it, and then add in a UV sphere. And I want this to be a little bit more of a high resolution, so let's change the segments to 64 and the rings to 32. There we go, and then you can hit smooth right there. Cool. Now we can start adding the curves. And this is a little bit complicated and it takes quite a bit of time, so I'm probably going to fast forward a little bit, but I will show you how to start. Alright, so we're going to need a background image. So all the links are in the description, so you can go get this one, add image, open, and let me see if I can find it. Nope, that one's not it. This one right there. This image right here. Okay. And then if we go into the front view, just like that. I should probably turn on my screencast keys. I always forget about that. Okay, so we're going to be using this as our following tracing kind of thing. So we're going to move it to the side because we don't want it right in front. So just on the X axis, just move it and then maybe just bring it down like that. Cool. Okay, so how you use this new feature is you add in a visia curve. Where'd it go? Over there. I'm just going to place it right there. It doesn't have to be anywhere. Actually, hold on. I want to bring this up. There we go. Alright, so just place it right there. We're not going to be using that. We're going to be deleting it later, but just for now, place it right there. And the next thing that we're going to be doing is going into edit mode. Okay, so press T. If this is still open, don't press T because it'll close it. And come down to the Create tab. And then you can see this new option called Draw Curve. So if you click that, you can draw a curve. And then boom, it creates a curve. And that's pretty cool. I think that's awesome. That was a very sweet feature that they put into Blender, and I really like that. And so, see there, you got that, and then you can edit it, move things around, rotate, whatever. Okay, so hold on, let me delete that, Control Z. Alright, I'm going to go back into edit mode by pressing tab and click draw curve, and now what we're going to do is just follow this curve all the way around and up like that. And don't worry, I know what you're thinking. You're probably thinking, I can't draw smooth curves with my mouse or with a pad or whatever. Don't worry, we're going to be editing the curves later. So just do this. Just like that. And as you can see, I am terrible at drawing curves. I'm not the best, but just like that. This would be easier with a tablet, but I don't have a tablet, so I'm gonna have to resort to my mouse. Okay, so now, once you did that, what you can do is just come around and rotate these and just place them in the spot. Press G to rotate, and then, press G to move, and then R to rotate. Just like that, and then it becomes smooth. See, if we go right there, now it's a smooth transition, just like that. So we're gonna have to be doing this, bring that up. Just play around with it, try to get it to look pretty smooth. Doesn't have to be perfect, but pretty smooth, you want it to look nice. So just like that. And there we go. Let me fix this one. Just like this. Okay, and then one more. Scale that one in, place it right there. Bring that over there, scale it in. Okay, there we go. Actually, hold on, wait. There we go. Cool, and now you can see it's a nice, smooth circle. So that was pretty easy, and I'm not going to be doing every little tiny thing right here. I'm just going to be doing this one, this one, this one, this one, and this one, and I think this one, and maybe that one. But these little ones right here, like this one and this one, I'm probably not going to be doing those because we don't really need it, but you can do it if you want. So now I'll do this one with you, and then we can I'll fast forward and show you all the rest of them. Okay, so click draw curve and make sure you're in the right view, because if you're like this and you press draw curve, you won't be able to get up. You're gonna have to redo it. So always try to get into the right view and then click draw a curve. Okay? So just like that, drawing around, just like that. And remember, it doesn't have to be perfect. Just try to get it as smooth as you can and then go back and edit it. Just like that. Perfect. Okay, and sometimes the curves are a little bit hard to get to make it look realistic and smooth, but just try your best and you will do fine. And sometimes, like these, there's two curves right next to each other, and it doesn't really need to have two curves. So you can select that one and just delete it, and then fix the other one. Okay? Just like that. Perfect. Okay, bring it out, rotate it, come up here, wait, right there, scale, and rotate. Okay, and while we're here, I can tell you guys some stuff that is happening. My website is fully up and running now, so you can go to it and check out all the tutorials, and you can also sign up to my opt-in list, and you can receive 6 really good tips on how to start a big scene in Blender. Okay, so those are pretty cool, and you can go sign up and do that. All the links are in the description, so go check it out. And see right here, I don't need another curved vertice thing right there, so I'm just going to delete it and then rotate. There we go. Cool. Scale it up, and I'll keep that one. Maybe bring this one down. Oh, I don't need that one though, because that one's too close. G, rotate, just get it nice and smooth. And then take a look. Yeah, that looks pretty good. Maybe this one could use a bit of scaling. There. Awesome. Okay, so I'm gonna fast forward and you guys can watch me, and I'm going to create like this one right here, and then also a thing that will help you save time is let's do this one together. So right click on this one right here and hit Control L, or hit L, it doesn't really matter, and then press Shift D, and then you can move it over here, and that will save you a lot of time. Scale it, rotate it, get it right there. See, it fits like perfectly, and then we can delete these extra vertices. There we go. Cool. Alright, so now I'm going to fast forward and do this. Okay, there we go. I did most of them. Like these little things right here I didn't do because I don't really need them, but there we go. I did. That looks cool. And also, hold on, let me just fix this one. There we go. Alright, cool. So once you've done that, we can delete this right here. So just box select it. Wait a second, what do I have that selected. Box select it, then delete that. Cool. Now bring that over here and then scale it down, and we can also hit Control Shift Alt C and click Origin to Geometry, and the origin point will be right in the middle. Alright, bring that right there and go into the side view and bring it out. Okay, so scale it by pressing S. Get it to fit right where the sphere is at. Scale it up. It's looking pretty good. Maybe a little bit more. Alright, cool. So now, let's duplicate this once. Shift D and right click to make it just go right in place, and then move this to layer 2. You should always have duplicates just in case you want to go back. Alright, so we're going to create this into a mesh, and how we do that is by pressing Alt C and click Mesh from Curve Meta Surf Text. There we go. Now it has vertices, just like that. Cool. What we're going to be doing is just extruding it with this set to individual origins. Alright, so just do that. Go into edit mode, select everything by pressing A, then hit extrude. Wait. Right click and then hit scale. That's what it was, yes. Alright, so just scale it up right about there. But as you can see, there's a lot of things that are messed up. So this is where the tedious part comes in. So what we need to do is like fix these. So this one, the normals are messed up. So right click on it and hit L, and then it'll select the whole thing. Wait. Press period to zoom in on it. And we're gonna need to bring it out. And then Control N, and that'll fix the normals. Okay, all three of these are messed up, so we need to fix those. So let's do this one first. Control L and bring it forward just a little bit, and Control N. There we go. Same thing on this one, and I'm gonna bring this one back and then hit Control N. Wait, no, that didn't work. Forward, Control N. Okay, there we go, and then move it back. Okay, and then let's hit this one right here. Let's bring this one forward just a little. Control N, there we go. And then this one down here. Move it forward just a little, Control N. Perfect. And there's something messed up over here. That's the problem with doing this. It totally just screws stuff up. As you can see over here, like it just it messed it up. But it doesn't really matter. We're gonna just, it's fine, don't worry about it. For the next step, we're going to be deleting all of the little things that are sticking out, like this one right here, this one right there, and where else? A little bit right there. We're just going to be cleaning up the mess just a little bit. So the first one, let's delete this. So right click on this. Actually, let's go into face select mode. So select this one, this one, this one, this one, and this one, and hit delete faces. There we go. And then I'll just bring that one in. Cool. Now let's come over here and do the same thing. I'm just going to delete this vertice, and I think that will do it. It did not do it. Hold on. Let me just bring that down. There we go. Now the one over here, just select them all, bring them in, just like that. Just cleaning up the mesh, making it look nice. There we go. Now this one over here. Nope, this one. Now this one is a little messed up. How do I want to do that? I think if I just... Alright, what I'm going to do is change this to connected, and then just, scale it and bring that down, and then G to move it up. There we go. Scale that middle part down, just like that. Scale that down. Okay. A little bit up here, scale it down, G. There we go, cool, that fixed it. Alright, is there anywhere else that I need to fix? Over here, it could use some, so right click in the middle, and then at G, and make sure you're on connected, because if you're on enabled, it will move both of them. We don't want that, we want the connected vertices. Okay, hit G, and then just move it up right there. Perfect. Cool, I think we did it. There's the normals are messed up on this one, so let me fix that. Hit Control L and then move it back slightly. Wait, no, move it forward slightly. Just a little bit. Hit Control N. What? Okay, apparently we have to invert the normals on this one to get it to work. So hit Control Shift N if the normals are messed up. Alright, there we go. So go into the front view, and now I think we're ready to extrude it back. Okay, so what we need to do is go into the top view and go into edit mode, select everything and hit extrude, and then extrude it back. Go about halfway into the sphere, just like that. And now the normals are completely out of whack, so let's fix that. Go into edit mode, select everything, and hit Control N. There we go. Cool. Now it's fixed. Hello everybody, this is me from the future, and I went back to the tutorial that I previously did, and I realized that the way I did it was very slow and tedious, so I decided to fix it. So right now we have this and then this, and what we need to do is apply the modifier to this object right here. Okay? So click Add Modifier, Boolean, and then make sure it's on Intersect, and select whatever this one is right here, and this is called mesh, so select that. Alright, but as you can see, if you zoom in here, the faces are gone, and I have no idea why they're gone, but they are. And what I did is I individually selected them and clicked Bridge Edge Loops, and it was a pain. Okay, so what I figured out what the problem was. All of these are one solid object, so we need to separate them all. What we have to do to fix this is I zoom in here and I go into edit mode, and then I right click on one of them, hit Control L, and then click P and select selection, and then that will make it its own separate object, and now as you can see the face is back. Alright, so that's what we need to do. So let's do that for this one right here. So hit Control L, P, selection, and then there we go. Let's do this one. This is a much faster way than the way I did it in my in the tutorial. Okay, and then this one right here, Control L, P, selection, and I think this does have a face, I think, but it's just not showing up. All right, so there we go. Now the faces are all back, and then we can hit. Well, let's select everything. Hold on. Select everything, and then unselect that, and just select one of these, and click Apply. And I think this would work. Let's go modifiers. Wait, no, that doesn't work. So we have to individually select them, hit apply, right here, apply. But this is much faster than the way I did it. Apply, and this one right there, hit apply. Is that everything? I think so. Let's select you and hit apply, and then let's move forward. Does it have a face? It does not, so I'll fix that one manually. But yeah, look at that. They all have faces, and I want to move this just back just a little bit, so then all of these appear. Alright, so let's select this one, and then I will do what I did in the tutorial. Okay? So go into edit mode, select everything, deselect this edge right there, and then this edge over here. And then what we can do is hit W and click Bridge Edge Loops. Wait. We have to deselect the back, and then hit W, Bridge Edge Loops, and then that will fix it. And then we can just go back and hit F on both of these. Alt right click, F. There we go. And then let's select everything and hit Control J. Wait, we gotta select one of them, hit Control J. And then that will become a solid object again, and we can click flat. Or actually, let's click smooth and then add an edge split modifier. There we go. That way was much faster than the way I did it. So you're welcome, and let's go back to the tutorial. So next thing that we're going to be doing is adding the little handle up here. Okay, so come over here, go into edit mode on the sphere, and then select this right there, those two loop rings, okay? And then just bring it up, just like that. And now let's add a subdivision surface. There we go. And then add in a loop cut by pressing Control N, and then bring that up. Awesome. Next thing that we're going to be doing is adding in a cylinder. It's over there, okay? Scale it in, bring it down, scale it, and place it right about there. Let's go into top view, make sure it's centered. Yep, just like that. Cool. Now let's model this thing up top real quick. Go into edit mode, click the face, and then we're going to select every other face, just like this, going all the way around the mesh. Alright, holding shift while doing it, just like that. Then hit I to inset, bring it down a little bit, then hit extrude and bring it out just a little bit. There we go, look at that, that's pretty cool. Now let's add in the little like handle thing that you know what I'm talking about, like the little handle thing. Alright, this is pretty easy, and I'm going to be showing you a very simple way to do this. Okay, so hit mesh and torus. Let's bring it over here. Okay, let's zoom in on it just a little bit. So there's a couple of, oh, dang it, I moved it. Hold on, redo it. There we go. Okay, make sure you don't move the torus because these settings will disappear. Alright, so these settings, like I did on the sphere at the beginning of the video, I changed it to 32, or I changed it to 64 instead of 32. We're going to be changing a little bit of settings on these. So the minor radius, that's what we're going to be doing. So bring that down, and as you can see, it becomes thinner and thinner. So I think I use like a 0.3 for my practice run. Yeah, like that. That looks pretty cool. So that's good. Rotate it 90 degrees on the X. Go into the front view and place it right into here. Scale it right about there. Make sure it's about like halfway, maybe down a little bit, and then move it back. Go to the front view, scale it down. Look at that. That looks pretty cool. And then zoom in and you can delete this bottom half. We're not going to need those. Wait, delete you and delete you. Awesome. There we go. We did it. This is still like totally messed up. Oh gosh. Alright, no, don't worry though. It's not going to be noticeable once the texture is applied. Okay, so let's just bring that out of the way. Okay, so let's do the materials now. Right click on this thing and hit project from view. So go into edit mode, hit U, and click project from view. Alright, and that should just do a straight projection. So let's go into the node editor and hit, change it to cycles and hit new on the material. Alright, so we're going to be adding in a image, and the image is in the description, so I'll link that there and you can go get it. And let me see if I can find it. Right there. This image right here. It's just like a gold, sparkly looking material, you know? So we're going to be doing a little bit of material shading. Okay, so now what we're going to do is change this diffuse to a mix shader. So go to mix shader right there and then plug it in right. Can I? Okay. They should really make these things a little bit bigger because, you know, it's annoying sometimes when you're trying to find, or when you're trying to do like multiple things really fast and it just gets annoying, but whatever. Okay, so plug the emission one into the top one and the glossy into the bottom one. Then take the color output and plug it into the color of the emission and change it to like a 3. And then also bring this factor down to about a 0.2 and the roughness down on this to about 0.1. Okay, so let's look what that looks like. There we go. So there's like our sparkly. Actually, this is, I think it's too much. Let's just go with 1. 2. 2 looks good. Let's go with 2. Alright, and if we go into textured view right now, it's way too big. So let's go into the UV image editor and scale it up. Nice. That looks pretty cool. See, now if you're looking at it, you can't really see all the messed up vertices. Alright. Now let's do the material for this guy right here. So click new. This one's a very simple material. We're not going to even need the node editor. Just like that, and then change it to like a yellowish. We want to go for like a gold looking color. So right about there. Let's see what that looks like in rendered view. Yeah, the roughness, I want to go 0.1 on the roughness. Just a little bit. So it's not pure glossy. Just a little bit. Alright, maybe a little bit lighter. Yeah, that looks cool. I like that. Cool. Now let's do the material for this guy. This is very simple. It's just a glossy with a 0.2 roughness. And then maybe a little bit darker. Okay, same thing for this. This one right here? Yes, that one. Awesome. Actually, I want to do 0.1. 0.1. And yeah, cool. So we're going to duplicate this guy, just like this. Shift D, move him over here. And then change this to bounding box and just scale it down. Just a little bit, not a lot, just a little. Okay, and we're going to delete this guy because we're not going to need him. And then we're going to add a new material, so click the second, or the 2 right there, and change it to a red color. Alright, so now if we go into render view, there's a red one, and there's a gold, cool gold looking color. Awesome, there we go, that's looking awesome. Alright, move this to right here, and now let's add in the floor. Alright, this is just going to be a very simple wood texture, and the link is in the description, right there. Make sure this guy's down a little bit. And then let's rotate this one a little bit like that. Right there. Cool. Same thing for you. Same thing for this one. I'm going to rotate it just a little. Rotate it like that. Place it right there. Okay, so now it's a little bit rotated. That's awesome. Good. I think I've said awesome way too many times in this tutorial. Oh man. Alright, go into the node editor and then hit new and add in the image. And this is in the description. I'll just place it right there. Open. Let me see if I can find it. Wood. This one right here. Okay, so this we're going to be adding in a mix shader and a glossy, of course. That's like the default thing for every material out there. Alright, glossy, plug that in, change it to a 0.1 on the factor, and the roughness, give it a 0.1 as well. Awesome, and then you can also take the displacement of this and plug it into this. Alright. One last thing, I want this to be a little bit more saturated, so add in a hue saturation node, and then just bring the saturation up, and do I want the value down? Yeah, one down and one up, just like that. Cool, now let's do the lighting. This is going to be our main source of light. I'm going to place it right here, click use nodes, make it to 200, and then add in like a cool, warm looking color. What's that look? Yeah, a little bit more, I think. There we go. And then we're going to be also adding one behind. Bring it down, and then change this to a 50. A little bit lower. And let's see how that looks. Shift Z. Nice. That looks pretty good. You got some nice shadows right there. Alright, so now let's position the camera. So go into the front view and click Control Alt 0, and that will snap the camera to wherever you're looking. Right click on it, bring it back, bring it down, bring it to the side. Just position it right about there. Oh, a little bit closer and down like that. And then also the floor can go out this way a little bit. Right there. Alright. Hold on, is this texture good? I cannot see it. Hold on. Go into edit mode. Where's my, did I not UV unwrap it? Oh, maybe I didn't. Huh, I thought I did. Alright, scale that texture up, and that looks a little bit more actually. That looks pretty good. So let's see what that looks like now. Nice. Looking good. Okay, so now what we're going to be doing is adding in a background, and this is just going to be an image like off of Google. What you can do is this is the texture. You can just go onto Google and type in Christmas room, and you can use any of these. You can use like a any of these. This one works right there. That one's nice, except I kind of wanted like a warm color. Like this one right here, I think is the one that I used. So you can go just use any one that you think looks good, and then plug that in. So go into Blender once you've found the image, alright? And then there's an add-on, it's called Images as Planes. And so what you can do is hit Control Alt U, go into the preferences, type in images, and then it's right there. So just click the little checkbox and then exit. Alright, so go Shift A, Mesh, Images as Planes, and then go find that image. I'll use this one right here and click Import. There we go. Rotate it 90 degrees on the X and then scale it up. Okay, let's see how it looks in the camera view. So bring it down, bring it to the side, bring it back, wrong way, scale it, bring it this way. Just get it kind of where you want it. It doesn't have to be just like this. I think I'm gonna go with that, and maybe hold on, right about there. That looks pretty good. We got the tree, we got some stuff in the background. Cool. So now right click on this and go into the settings on the camera, and we're going to be adding a blur to the background. So right click on this, and it is called sphere, just regular sphere. So right click on the camera again, go to focal length and click sphere. Alright, and then it will be focused on the sphere. Also change this to f-stop, and let's go with like a 0.5. I think that will be good. Hold Shift Z and let's see how that looks. There we go, that's looking nice, but also I wanted to add, right click on this, I wanted to add this as a emission shader instead of a diffuse. Okay, so let's see what that looks like now. There we go, nice. Okay, that looks good. I think I could add a little bit more blur. So right click on the camera and then change the focal length to about a 0.4. Yeah, that looks pretty good. Alright, so now let's render this. I'm just going to leave the settings right here. Come down to the light paths, turn off these, and then the sampling. I'm going to be adding 3 on both the clamp direct and the clamp indirect, and changing the sampling to 200. Alright, so come up here and click render, and let's see how that looks. Okay, it is done, and that looks pretty good, but now we're going to go into the compositing and totally make it look better. Alright, so go into the compositing and get rid of these windows and click backdrop, and then hit Control Shift and left click, and that will bring up a viewer node, and then, yeah. Alright, so what we're going to be doing is adding in a glare, so go into the filter, where is it, glare right there, and plug it in. And you should see a big difference. Hold on, maybe down one more. Okay, that looks pretty good. And now let's add in a color balance node. Place it right about there. Press N to get rid of that tab because we're not going to need it. And then we'll bring this to a warmer color, maybe like a there. Maybe that's a little too much. I'll go back just a little. There we go. Maybe this one like a blue color. Okay, and then maybe this one a blue color as well. Alright, so let's see the difference in the color balance. Just a little bit of difference, but I think it helps. Now let's add a vignette, and you guys know that I like my vignettes, alright? So go into lens distortion, go into blur right there. Plug this into there, change the distort to 1, and change this to fast, the fast Gaussian. Relative, go into the Y, and change both of these settings to 20%. Okay? Now let's bring this out, and then we'll add in a, where is it at, color mix node, and then plug this output into the bottom input, and change it to multiply, and wait for it. There we go. It adds a vignette around all the corners. That looks pretty cool. I think it looks nice. Alright. I think that is it. Maybe this is a little high, so maybe 0.9. Bring it down just a little bit. Yeah, there we go. Okay, let's go to the before and after. So this is without the compositing, and this is with the compositing. Big difference. Boring and plain, and then boom. Colors and lights, and nice. That looks awesome. Okay, so that is going to be it for this tutorial. Thank you for watching, and all the links to everything is in the description, so go like me on Facebook, go onto Twitter, and on Twitter I asked you guys for suggestions on tutorials, and I talked to you a little bit, so go like me there, and then subscribe for more tutorials, of course. And that is going to be it. So thanks for watching. Congratulations if you made it to the end of this video. I know it was a little bit of a longer one, but I think it was worth it because Christmas is coming up. So Merry Christmas, Happy Holidays, wherever you want to say. That is going to be it. Goodbye.